Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Extra, and I have Frank Howell from United States Wrestling Alliance, and I'm Hollywood Jamie Love, and we're going to call this match The Real Deal Jake Slater, the United States Championship Wrestling Southern States Champion, taking on Larry Zbyszko's son here.
Absolutely right, Hollywood. I've seen Tim wrestle a couple times. He's kind of new and green, but boy, I tell you, he's got the genes. He's really good in that ring, Hollywood. I've really been impressed a few times I've seen him.
Well, this is definitely going to be a true test of his pro wrestling ability. And of course, like you said, he's a rookie in pro wrestling, but he's got a big heart. He's very competitive. And to get an opportunity for the Southern States Championship is will be something that he's wow, look at that, going right away. Nice forearm and twist into a wrist lock right on Jake Slater.
Yeah, the few times I've seen him, Hollywood, I tell you, I've really been impressed with the way he's able to do things in the ring, the way he works in the ring. And you know, I know he's young, but you know, his dad was something else, and I'm sure he's taught him a few things.
No doubt about it. Larry Zbyszko, the living legend, and now the son of the living legend, Tim Zbyszko, in the ring with the Real Deal Jake Slater, and a veteran in pro wrestling and current Southern States champion, as they tie up collar and elbow. Zbyszko driving Slater into the corner turnbuckle.
Nice clean break, nice clean break.
And then you can see Jake Slater pulling the hair, claiming Mr. B that Tim Zbyszko is pulling the hair for extra leverage. I don't see why Zbyszko would even want to put his hands into that grease ball.
That's absolutely right, Hollywood. I just seen a clean break. I think Jake's trying to get a little advantage there.
Here again, tying up collar and elbow right in the center of the ring. Zbyszko now dropping Slater in the ring, and now got that leg tied up there now. This could certainly put a strain on the tendons and ligaments in the knee. And you can see that Jake Slater goes right away to the ropes and causes a break. It's the People's Referee, Mr. B, and the promoter for United States Championship Wrestling right on top of things here.
Now, you know yourself, Hollywood, you've seen Jake Slater many, many times. He's going to try to get any bit of leverage he can get. He's going to try to work the ref and everyone else. He's a veteran, that's for sure.
There again, tying up collar and elbow, and we're going to soon see Jake Slater. Oh, look at that. Overhead wrist lock there. Nice counter on the part of Tim Zbyszko. He's wrenching in on that headlock. Nice headlock takeover. There he goes, Slater now. Able to roll Zbyszko onto the shoulders on the mat. Only gets a 2 count, however.
And Mr. B right there in on the action.
Tim Zbyszko wrenching, continuing that headlock. Certainly can make some cauliflower ears out of that grease ball. I mean, Jake Slater. Fans got me calling him grease ball now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a pretty good crowd here tonight, Hollywood.
Oh, wow. Nice shoulder smash from Tim Zbyszko. Oh, look at that. Nice counter on the part of Tim Zbyszko. Nice hip toss. Nice arm drag takeover into an arm bar. And Zbyszko now working over Slater.
No! You want to see his tap?
Zbyszko is still wrenching in on that arm bar. Going for a scientific method against Jake Slater. He's driving his knees right into the shoulder, right into the armpit.
Absolutely right, Hollywood. I tell you, this kid has really done his homework. I mean, he's in there with a veteran. Jake Slater has worked all over the South. He's actually the champion. I'll tell you what, Zbyszko's taking it to him.
I I'm definitely impressed with this Tim Zbyszko. As they both get back up to a vertical base, and you can see Jake Slater driving Zbyszko into the corner. Mr. B asking for a break. Slater makes the break. Oh, wait a minute, you can see Mr. B was trying to call some separation there, and that only gave Jake Slater an opportunity to thumb the eye of Tim Zbyszko, but didn't have much of an effect there. We got a waist lock now on Jake Slater.
Absolutely right. It's like you know, Jake Slater will take any shortcut he can. That's why he's where he is. That's why he's won many matches.
Wow. Nice counter on the part of Jake Slater now. He's got the hammer lock now on Tim Zbyszko.
They've been doing a little bit of scientific wrestling here on the mat here, Hollywood.
Fans getting a great pro wrestling match here in Jacksonville. This is Pro Wrestling Extra. I'm Hollywood Jamie Love, Frank Howell, co-commentating. This is a United States Championship Wrestling event. Of course, you can go to USCW.org to get card, lineup, event information, sponsorship information. Ooh. Now, I know you have a show coming up in October that's in the works. Is that right, Frank?
No, actually, Hollywood is June 23rd over at the Armory in Jacksonville, 9900 Normandy Boulevard. And we're going to do a tribute to the troops on that show. So it's going to be a tribute to the troops, Snyder Armory, and Normandy Boulevard, June the 23rd.
Jake Slater now getting back into the ring as he was using every bit of that 10 count to come up with some type of game plan, as this Tim Zbyszko is really taking it to Jake Slater, really giving him a challenge here. I know you've seen Tim Zbyszko down in Orlando. You've seen him in other various independent organizations.
Yeah,
this isn't his first rodeo, but like you say, he's a rookie in there with the veteran and Southern States champion Jake Slater.
Absolutely right, Hollywood. Yeah, I've seen him down south several times, and I've been impressed with him for a little bit of time. You know, he's been in the ring. He's done really well. He's been trained. He's got some really good trainers down there, and I believe in wrestling in Orlando. And he works hard. He stays in the gym, so he's got a lot of heart, and he wants it, Hollywood. He really does.
Well, you can see that reverse elbow smash that drops Zbyszko to the canvas, and now Slater cleaning the bottom of his boots right on the head of Zbyszko. Ooh, wow. Like a shot right under the jaw. And Mr. B is warning Jake Slater. Jake Slater now taking it to Zbyszko here.
Jake's trying to take a few shortcuts. He knows he's got his hand full. And Jake Slater will do whatever it takes to get him.
Ooh, wow.
Big chop.
That floors Tim Zbyszko to the canvas. And it looks like Slater now suplex. Going for the cover, presses the shoulders and hooks the leg and nearly gets a pinfall.
Ooh, that was close.
As the pace starts to quicken here, nice snapmare, and now a rear chin lock applied by Jake Slater. I understand you have a show that's in the works coming up this October.
That's absolutely right, Hollywood. We're really looking forward to it. United States Wrestling Alliance is going to have a big show in October at the Armory. And we will keep everyone informed about that show. Should be a big blockbuster.
And you can go to USWrestlingAlliance.com for further information, card lineup, event information, sponsorship information. As these both get back up to a vertical base. Ooh! Zbyszko come off the ropes and got the point of the knee right in the lower solar plexus there. And you can see, looks like Slater trying to nurse that kneecap, trying to adjust his knee pad, and looks like he might have sustained a bit of an injury too. It looks like Mr. B wrestling around with Jake Slater. And wait a minute, Jake Slater apparently had brass knucks in his hand. Mr. B is warning Jake Slater he could be disqualified here by using a foreign object. And wait a minute, now Jake Slater took a few rounds of the tape around his wrist and now using it on Tim Zbyszko.
Wow, Hollywood.
There's more than one way to skin a cat, isn't there?
In line, he really surprised Mr. B didn't just fall him with the brass knucks, but
yeah, and Larry, Tim Zbyszko is in a bit of a predicament here now. He's in a precarious situation, perched on the top turnbuckle there. Of course, Jake Slater didn't use the brass knucks, didn't have an opportunity to use them. If he would have used them, he'd have definitely been disqualified. But wait a minute, now Tim Zbyszko trying to come back here as he's taking shots to the ribs and a headbutt that drops Jake Slater to the canvas. And we can see some high flying here now by Tim Zbyszko on the top turnbuckle. Wow! What a frog splash, and nearly gets a pinfall on Jake Slater to become the Southern States champion. Wow. And what a feather in the cap if Tim Zbyszko is able to make a victory here. And there you go, Slater driving Tim Zbyszko right in that middle turnbuckle.
I tell you, Hollywood, I was impressed. He got a lot of elevation on that frog splash. Jake Slater was able to kick out, being the veteran that he is. I tell you, we almost had a new champ.
No doubt Jake Slater with that second effort. Ooh, wow, Jake Slater dropping the elbow smashes now right across the throat of Tim Zbyszko. Nearly gets a pinfall on Tim Zbyszko. And Jake Slater complaining to Mr. B about the count. Jake Slater's beside himself. He thinks he could have had Tim Zbyszko pinned there.
Yeah, Hollywood, I think he thinks he had it, but it was only two.
Now Tim Zbyszko's had enough. He's fighting fire with fire now. Nice Irish whip as he comes off the rope. Ooh. Nice Samoan drop by Tim Zbyszko, and just a moment away of capturing the Southern States title.
Wow, Hollywood. That was awesome.
Again now, Zbyszko, nice reversal on the part of Slater. Nice cross body, hooks the leg, and only gets a 2 count. Wow, what great action. Up, sets him up in a small package, and again, wow, 2 count after 2 count, and Jake Slater with the point of the boot right into the solar plexus. Nice reversal on the part, but wait a minute. Larry.
Oh, he's got the trap.
Oh boy, Tim Zbyszko pinned, and Jake Slater.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still the Southern champion, Southern States heavyweight champion, the real deal, Jake Slater.
Wow, Jake Slater narrowly dodges a bullet there against Tim Zbyszko and retains the Southern States Championship. Wait a minute now. What's going on here? Mikey and Jake Slater was going to Pearl Harbor Tim Zbyszko with that Southern States title. But Mikey comes in and saves Tim Zbyszko.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mikey back to the ring. And please give it up for a hard-fought match. The man did a fantastic job tonight, Tim Zbyszko.
You get my belt right now. No!
Jake Slater.
Everybody give it up for Tim! Tim is... And Jake! 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 They said, Jake, you...
Jake Slater beside himself here. as Tim Zbyszko.
One more time for Tim Zbyszko and Mikey.
Give me my belt right now. I won 1, 2, 3.
How's that look? That looks good, don't it? Look nice?
Cheater, 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 cheater. Cheater, cheater.
About right now. That would be awesome.
Mikey
Right now.
offering an idea to the promoter.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before our main event,
Looks good,
on
homie, does it?
Podcast Channel
Who's your
99 from 10
champion?
to 10:30.
This is Hollywood Jimmy Love, inviting you to join us at ProWrestlingExtra.com, featuring the best independent wrestling action from North Florida and beyond. ProWrestlingExtra.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to United States Championship Wrestling. And this is a three-way dance for the Playground Championship. Anything goes. And of course, T-Bone Funk, the last rock star Eddie Graves, and Mikey.
Are you kidding me? I told you so, alright? What are you doing?
And there's the bell.
Mikey taking on two competitors tonight. Hollywood, so we'll be interested to see how Mikey is up against one basically. With Eddie Graves and T-Bone Funk in their style of wrestling, so to speak.
There you go, Eddie Graves trying to pull a swerve there, but didn't work.
Whoa! T-Bone Funk, airborne. Eddie Graves up. Mikey goes. Body slam. Oh, Mikey's excited. Here he goes. With a famous airplane spin. Reminds me of the legendary Bugsy McGraw, Hollywood.
Eddie Graves rolls under the bottom rope
Yeah, he better
to take
roll
refuge
somewhere,
to the outside.
because Mikey was fixing to drop a heavy bomb on him.
And you can hear the fans now screaming, Mikey, Mikey.
He's got the crowd behind him wherever he goes, Hollywood.
No doubt, fan favorite.
Blind, dribbled, and crazy. They're all hollering for Mikey, Mikey. You won't hear me hollering. All right, Eddie Graves on one side, T-Bone Funk on the other. They're going to try to pull a fast one over Mikey, and it looks like it might work. And it, whoa, look at her, Mikey holding on. Two of them, they're both double teaming, Hollywood. Like I predicted.
And you should know everything about double teaming and bending the rules to your liking, breaking them from time to time.
Hollywood. My philosophy was bend it till it breaks. Remember the old John Anderson country song, bend it till it breaks? Well, that's what I do.
Ooh.
Yeah, used to do. Excuse me.
Eddie Graves are raking the laces of his boots right across the face of Eddie Graves.
Oh. Eddie Graves with some short punches right there in the midsection. Mikey down there. T-Bone Funk and Eddie Graves should be taking advantage of this.
This is for the Playground Championship, Extreme Playground.
Like I said, Mikey, a very special wrestler. Feel like I said before, from 8 to 80. Everybody likes Mikey. I'm not too personally thrilled with him, but the fans like it.
Ooh!
Off the top rope there, Eddie Graves, a knee to the side rib cage of Mikey. Mikey down, stomping on him. Oh, Mr. B ought to be on there counting.
Anything goes.
Oh, I stand corrected, Hollywood. I stand.
Anything goes in this Playground Street Fight Championship.
Jumping leapfrog splash. Jumping leapfrog splash.
Hooks the leg.
Two count. Eddie Graves pulls him off. It's every man for himself.
No doubt about it.
Even though they work in tandem, it's still every man for himself, Hollywood. That's what a three-way dance is all about.
There you go. Now Eddie Graves getting a little bit disgusted with T-Bone Funk's attitude.
Well, Eddie Graves is he's got a little bit of an attitude, I'd say.
I tell you what, Eddie Graves need to watch himself here in the ring.
Right.
And of course, T-Bone Funk come out here nursing a headache, and with a head like that, it ought to ache.
Exactly. Now see.
Ooh!
Look at that. T-Bone Funk took his eyes off Eddie Graves. That was a mistake that he made.
Mikey trying to,
but he's a snake in the grass.
well, I tell you what, Mikey is trying to clear his cobwebs here.
Oh,
Wow, a headbutt at it.
Stays Mikey too later. Mikey.
Ooh!
Ooh! Jaw that time. Wow, another one to the jaw. Eddie Graves down. Uh-oh, what's Mikey doing? What is this going for?
Maybe
Back breaker possibly, Hollywood?
who knows?
Oh, Eddie Graves locking in on Mikey. Ooh! Locking in on Mikey. Shoots him in the ropes. Whoa!
Ooh!
1, 2. Kick out. Eddie Graves kicked out. I don't see how he kicked out the big slam of Mikey Hollywood. That was amazing.
That was high impact, and now Mikey coming in, crushing Eddie Graves in the corner.
Whoa! Mikey rolls him over. Mr. B's going to go for the count. Hit the leg, Mikey. 1, 2. Eddie Graves kicks out again. Wow, what stamina Eddie Graves has got.
He had to reach deep there.
Still outside the ring there.
No doubt T-Bone Funk trying to clear his cobwebs too, trying to come up with a game plan.
I think he's up to no good, is what I think.
Here comes Mikey.
Whoa, look at there. Went for the kick. Eddie Graves screamed it off.
You can't even do a super kick.
Oh!
All right, here he comes. Here comes the Funk man right now. T-Bone Funk. Sneaking up behind on Mikey. Look at this.
Ooh!
Backward bulldog.
Mikey's face planted squarely in the
Big
canvas.
Funk stomp there, the T-Bone stomp. Doing the big T-Bone stomp, Hollywood.
From Kansas State University. Ooh, high knee lift.
Mind you, the days of wrestling too. Remember him, Hollywood?
Absolutely.
The legendary wrestling too. Look at there. Oh, Mikey.
Oh! Mikey having some fun here.
All three of them are down. Eddie Graves and T-Bone Funk down on the mat. Mikey needs to make his move. One out, one left. He made his move. Whoa!
Wow, double scissors chop right into Mikey's throat.
Took his eyes off Eddie Graves. Well, Eddie Graves put the sleep on Mikey, Hollywood.
I don't think he's got it cinched in good enough. You can see T-Bone Funk outside the ring
He's
here.
still outside the ring. Oh, down on one knee. Mikey down on one knee. Eddie Graves apparently locking it in pretty good. Look at T-Bone Funk trying to make it to the ropes.
Mr. B needs to check Mikey to see if he's even semi-conscious. See if he's even able to continue.
Come on, Mr. B. There he goes. One. Oh,
Wait a minute.
No, wait a minute. What did Eddie Graves do?
That's right.
What did Eddie Graves do?
I knew I was going to take the belt.
You know, I know Eddie Graves has
right.
got a couple years experience,
what?
Hollywood, but that was
I'm
a
the
rookie
greatest.
mistake what Eddie Graves
I'm the
just did.
greatest of all time.
Well, I guess Eddie Graves thinks he's already won the match because he thinks Eddie Graves is incapacitated, but Mr. B is trying to correct Eddie Graves, and now T-Bone Funk's back in the ring.
Well, you know, T-Bone Funk, he's just been easing in and out of the ring. Easing in and out.
Eddie Graves hit T-Bone Funk with that paper-mache belt.
Oh, T-Bone Funk down on the mat. Eddie Graves, he's going to see behind Hollywood. What a surprise.
Oh my God.
Whoa, where's this? Ooh! Again. Wow, what a heck of a fall to the mat. Eddie Graves gets up slowly. Mikey should have went for the pin. Mikey takes him to the top rope. What do we got? Uh-oh. What is Mikey going to do? Does Eddie got Mikey or does Mikey have Eddie? Ooh! Wow. That's the kid show. I'm going to watch 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Mikey, I've never seen
Your
that
winner is still Playground Champion,
Who knows,
Mikey!
baby? A bubble butt buster. Who knows? But Mikey just
like me, I've never seen that before.
Mikey just retains his Street Fight Championship, his Playground Street Fight title.
Hey!